Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel, your number one stop for in-depth political breakdowns, fearless commentary, and the untold stories shaping South Africa's political landscape. If it's your first time here, make sure to hit that subscribe button, smash the like icon, and leave your thoughts in the comments, because trust me, today's story will have everyone talking. Now let's dive right in. Just weeks after a chaotic, unpredictable national election where the African National Congress fell below 50% for the first time since 1994, a new political twist has emerged, one that no one saw coming. The ANC, which many believed was on its last legs, is showing a surprising and, some would say, suspiciously strong recovery. According to a freshly released poll by the Social Research Foundation, SRF, the ANC has clawed its way back to 40% support nationally. That's a significant jump in a very short space of time, and it has political analysts, opposition leaders, and ordinary voters wondering what exactly is going on. Let's unpack it. The comeback: how did the ANC rise so quickly? This resurgence didn't fall from the sky. Political observers suggest the ANC's post-election coalition strategy may be starting to pay off. Say what you want about their governance record, but the ANC knows how to survive. After losing its outright majority in May, the party moved swiftly into talks with opposition forces, brokered power-sharing deals in parliament, and began reshaping its public messaging almost overnight. There's also been a notable return to grassroots campaigning. Ward councillors and local branch members have been reactivated, engaging in door-to-door visits, setting up food drives, and re-establishing their presence in areas that were beginning to drift away, particularly in rural provinces like Limpopo, Mpumalanga, and the Eastern Cape, where loyalty to the ANC still runs deep. Some experts have suggested that despite deep disillusionment, many voters still see the ANC as the lesser evil. One analyst put it plainly: people may criticize the ANC, but they know it, they've lived with it, and they still view it as the only party with deep experience in governance. But this isn't just about strategy and nostalgia. The truth is, the alternative options are floundering, and nowhere is this clearer than with the economic freedom fighters. The EFF's sudden decline: what went wrong? While the ANC is bouncing back, the EFF is taking heavy blows. The same SRF poll indicates a major decline in EFF support, though the exact figure hasn't been made public. That said, the trend is unmistakable, and alarming for a party that had once styled itself as the future of South African politics. In the run-up to the elections, the EFF banked heavily on anti-establishment anger, youth frustration, and a promise to radically overhaul the system. But now, that wave appears to have crashed. Why? Insiders and observers point to a mix of internal dysfunction, mixed messaging, and unrealistic expectations. There are reports of growing infighting, opaque decision-making, and centralized control around Julius Malema and Floyd Shivambu. Many in the party's lower structures feel sidelined and unheard. Worse still, the EFF has not successfully transitioned from revolutionary rhetoric to real-world governance. Voters are starting to demand more than slogans and spectacle. As one frustrated supporter put it, EFF talks a lot, but where is the delivery? Let's be honest, shouting in parliament, disrupting speeches, and marching in red overalls made for great headlines. But when it comes to municipal control, economic policy, or solving issues like youth unemployment and land reform, the EFF hasn't offered clear, workable solutions. People are beginning to notice. What are voters actually saying? Let's hear it straight from the ground. EFF talks a lot, but where is the delivery? Say what you want about the ANC, but we've seen worse under other parties. This is just the beginning. Watch the ANC rebuild stronger. Those aren't just online hot takes, they reflect a broader mood in many communities. There's a sense that while the ANC has failed in many areas, some opposition parties have failed even more to present viable, trustworthy alternatives. And when we bring in the big picture, coalition politics, this polling shift matters a lot more than just bragging rights. Coalition politics, every percentage point counts. Remember, no party holds a clear majority. That means every shift in voter support influences who gets to form governments in metros, provinces, and even parliament. A 5% swing towards the ANC could mean the difference between ANC-DA cooperation or an EFF Action SA good alliance. The ANC now finds itself in a stronger bargaining position. If this trend continues, they could dominate coalition negotiations in key provinces like Gauteng and KwaZulu-Natal, where the MK party, led by Jacob Zuma, is still acting as a wildcard force. The MK party, a silent factor in this equation. Speaking of the MK party, it's worth noting that their presence, while massive in KZN, has not resulted in a broad-based national footprint. Some ANC strategists believe that by reclaiming a few percentage points from disillusioned MK supporters, the ANC could slowly start reversing the fragmentation of the liberation vote. But with Zuma's legal woes and fiery anti-ANC rhetoric still dominating headlines, this is far from guaranteed. Is this ANC comeback sustainable? Here's where we need to be cautious. Is this genuine momentum, or just a temporary spike caused by election afterglow, media narrative, and the ANC's massive mobilization machine? Don't forget, load shedding is still here, municipal dysfunction remains, and corruption allegations are unresolved. For all the rebranding, many of the problems that led to the ANC's dip in the first place are still very much alive. If the party can't back its renewed support with real change, this poll might become a blip, not a breakthrough. Can the EFF recover? As for the EFF, the road ahead is steep. To bounce back, they need to refocus, resolve internal tensions, and build a credible governance track record, especially in municipalities where they've gained power. They'll also need to speak directly to young voters, working-class communities, and women who often feel excluded or marginalized in political discourse. If they don't, other parties, like the ANC, Action SA, or even independents, will gladly fill that vacuum. Final thoughts. South Africa's political terrain remains fragile, complex, and deeply unpredictable. The ANC's rise to 40% may mark a political reset, or it could be the calm before another electoral storm. The EFF's decline may be a warning, or an opportunity for rebirth. What's clear is that voters are watching, thinking, and willing to shift, more than ever before. And now, it's your turn. What do you think? Is the ANC genuinely rebuilding, or just rebranding its failures? Can the EFF correct course and reconnect with its base before 2026? And what role will coalitions, corruption trials, and rising social frustration play in shaping the next phase of our democracy? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We're bringing you the most uncensored, insightful, and fearless political analysis from the heart of South Africa. Thank you for watching. See you next time.